Hello dear listener, join me as I traverse 100 years of horror cinema, one flick at a time. The opening incorporation of sound from the titles to the players is a nice transition to start. The picture feels like a screwball comedy as our protagonist Jerry Manning, played by Dennis O'Keefe, an agent and his client, Kiki Walker, played by RKO regular Gene Brooks, play well off each other. Showbiz and competition encourage her to take on a leopard as a stage pet for a big night performance. The cat escapes and a girl is killed in a stunning intense scene in 1943's The Leopard Man. RKO brings us gender-swapped non-sequel to the previous year's The Cat People, or do they? Jacques Tourneur, director, and Val Newton, producer of Cat People, return in 1943's The Leopard Man. Much like Cat People, this is a modern American setting. A sharp script gives layers to the ensemble that are all played effectively. The poor don't steal from the poor stay poor together. And foreshadowing another kill, a moment can be as short as a breath or as long as eternity. The cast have their own agendas, jealousy, ambition, love, and care for one another. In other words, this little New Mexico town feels real, lived in. Tourneur uses interesting shots and symbolism effectively. A ball kept in the air by forces it doesn't understand, much like the characters at the whims of the killer. Every scene is constructed with care, but the sequences that seek to drive tension are masterfully executed. The use of light, quick cuts, music or lack thereof, early use of jump scares are stunning, and this marks one of the few films from this era that offers genuine tension. Ultimately, spoilers for a great picture, there are no supernatural elements this time, nor is there a killer leopard that ultimately drives the plot. What we have here is a landmark, a first, a serial killer picture in disguise. The picture makes an early admirable but superficial analysis of the killer, while the mystery is unravelled slowly by our lead, who believes there is more than a ferocious feline on the loose. The victims, all women, are young, victims of circumstance as much as the killer. They are mostly also well characterised, which adds to the tragedy and pathos of the film. James Bell, the star of over 150 pictures as a museum curator, is mesmerising in his delivery of his analysis of the killer, keeping the film grounded. Unfortunately, there is a superfluous love plot between our two main leads. This, of course, is par for course. What's a thriller without a love plot? In the golden age of Hollywood, it's one that doesn't get made. It doesn't stall the film entirely, as there is so much else to recommend. Surprisingly, the film was dismissed at the time as just another thriller and cheap scares. However, the film had developed quite an appreciation and is currently recognised as another of the RKO horror pictures that cemented the company's reputation, at least for a time, a strong middle-tier studio in Hollywood's golden age. While different enough from Cat People to differentiate itself, it makes a great double feature with The Leopard Man, another classic. Enjoy.